Day 24
is all about creating impact. Basically what that means is that you want to do something that creates a greater force, that creates positivity, that tells your story. You want to do something that leaves your mark on this world in a good and positive way. I can tell you that for myself, creating impact has been about this podcast. It's been about this challenge. It's been about creating my family meetings guide or all of these things, that I'm doing something that I hope is bringing impact to the world in a good and positive way. And so that's what creating impact is all about. I want to share with you this quote. It's from a book called The Tools by Phil Stutz. And he says that the consumer expects a reward for the slightest effort, or better, for no effort at all. He cares only about what he gets from the world, not about what he might add to it. Living on the surface, jumping from thing to thing, his energy is diffused. He makes no impact on the world. When his time on earth is over, it's as if he never lived. The Creator won't accept that fate. Everything he does is with the intention of making an impact on the world. His code ensures this. He doesn't accept the world as he finds it. He brings things into the world that aren't already there. He doesn't follow the herd. He sets his own course. He ignores the reactions of others. He resists superficial distractions. He remains focused on his goals, even if he has to sacrifice his immediate gratification. Anyone can live by this code, but very few of us do. It means putting our life in the service of higher forces. These forces can't be found on the surface of life, they're found in its depths. The Creator's energy must have the singular focus of a drill boring through stone. As difficult as that is, a creator is rewarded many times over for his efforts. You don't have to be an artist to be a creator. You can add something to the world in any human activity, even the most routine. Your job, your role as a parent, your relationships, your contribution to your community, all become more meaningful when you put your personal stamp on them using higher forces. So that's my encouragement for you today. When you're spending time on social media, don't just sit there scrolling post after post after post, mind-numbingly looking at everything. Post something yourself that is useful, that is uplifting. Start creating that impact. And the more powerful your impact, the more people will reach. And the more people you reach, the more you are leaving your stamp on this world. And only you can bring that impact. Only you can tell that story that you have to tell. And so that's my challenge. Figure out what your story is and start to tell it. You don't have to start a podcast. You don't have to start a blog. You don't have to do anything crazy like that. But anything in your life that you bring your own energy, you bring your own means of creating and changing and working at that thing in order to improve it, that is making an impact. So I challenge you today to make an impact. Thanks again for following along. Be sure to share this with your friends. Send them to homeandfamilyculture.com/cope to catch all the videos in the 30-day challenge. And then head over to Instagram and find me at Family Culture Podcast. Tag me in your stories and tell me about how this series is making an impact on you. Tell me how this particular coping strategy is impacting you, and tag me and use the hashtag Family Coping Skills. Thank you so much for following along. You can also email me if you have questions or insights or anything you want to share at jody@homeandfamilyculture.com. Thank you so much.